Well, I just deleted about 20 minutes of videos. Let's see how much time they give me now. You know, it's funny how all my enemies seem to come from Michigan. This lady that I just mentioned in the last video that, did her best to befriend me, and like she was a really sincere friend. I thought I had wow, I really have a friend now, like the only one in my life. And then she just stabbed me in the back. She comes from Michigan too, and so does Robert King, and so does one half of my family. The kind that Jesus says, your enemies will be those of your own household. And they've been planning they've been torturing me since I was like 13 years old, when I rejected the whole Masonic family, and decided I had another course to live, thank God. And yeah, it started with weird things like somebody tap me on the shoulder and I get smashed in the face, and I wake up with stars in my eyes looking at the ceiling, This kind of garbage that had been going on in my life since I was 13. All kinds of attacks, beaten with rods, punched by multiple people on the streets in the face. My nose was broken, as you can tell, my nose is crooked. I've been injected by a germ to some kind of a cancer thing into my jaw by a dentist that was hired. Somebody from the CIA informed me of that and informed me who did it. Rocks through my van's window at 12 o'clock, and when I'm sleeping, I thought it was a gunshot, and slashed tires. It just goes on and on. Nails all the time. They stopped that now, but I mean, it was like all the time I'd get nails into my tires where I had to patch them or get new tires and stuff. I mean, it's just attacked by gangs, Mexican gangs, just hired by all these people that are out to get me, And as I mentioned, my tapes, my radio program, they were all stolen from my house. And now Robert King has a radio program. Isn't that interesting? But I mean, these coincidences begin to mount up where you think, well, oh, wow, there's connections here. You remember Joseph's brothers, how they planned his murder and his demise, and then they said, well, let's not kill him, let's just keep him alive and make him, bring him to some of the Midianites, where he was brought to Egypt and sold as a slave, But it's kind of interesting, all the things that I've suffered physically and so much emotionally and spiritually from these enemies of mine. And somehow also I don't have no viewers, except it looks like the only viewers I have is my enemies, where they can mock and make fun and ridicule and say, silly, stupidest nonsense that you could even conceive of, like, oh, they can't comment on the video, and that's their comment on the video, I mean, just retarded. These people are so demonic, and they get their jollies off doing these little tricks all the time on me, and it extends to my physical life also, as I said, And Robert King lives in Michigan too. He used to live in San Diego, where I used to live too. I'm just wondering what the hell's going on, I remember being followed in San Diego, looking behind me and seeing some guy, duck behind a building or something. Then I walk on, and then he's still behind me. Obviously, he was following me, But they don't want anyone to know the truth. They hide. They're all hiding, behind walls and screens and everything else, And you might say I'm paranoid, Well, I'm not really that afraid of it, but it's going on, because my life is in God's hands. It always has been. Whatever we have to suffer, all true Christians suffer. There's a war going on. The children of the devil. Many of them say they're children of God, but when it's all deception. When you know what's really going on, the war is really clear cut. The children of the devil are very active against the children of God, the innocent children of God, who are just don't have any deceitful bone in their body, and the other side is full of deceit and treachery. And as I said, I haven't watched any of that